Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today we're going to do an oral and written retell for the story Gloria, Who Might Be My Best Friend. And this is lesson 22 of the Journeys textbook for second grade. We're going to do a modified turn and talk routine where I ask you a question and you're going to think about your answer and use the sentence stem that I give you. And then you're going to pair up with a partner, or I can be your virtual partner. And then you're going to share out your thinking in a complete sentence using that sentence frame. So let's get started. Let's review the vocabulary words. Number 1, planning, deciding to do, hoping to do. Planning. Number 2, knot can be tied with rope, tying string or rope, knot. Number 3, copy. Make something exactly the same to make similar or identical to another, copy. Number 4, lonely, sad because you are alone by yourself, lonely. Number 5, heavily, strongly, moves as if it weighs a lot, heavily. Number 6, seriously, not joking, sincerely, seriously. Number 7, answered, replied to a question, responded to something, answered. And number 8, guessed, predicted, to say that something will happen in the future, predicted. All right, so here's our learning target. I can retell the story, Gloria, Who Might Be My Best Friend, with my partner using pictures, words, and sentences. So I can retell the story, Gloria, Who Might Be My Best Friend, with my partner using pictures, words, and sentences. How will you know you're successful? Here's our success criteria. And all of our lessons are like a climbing a learning mountain. And this is the steps that we're going to take to reach the top. I will answer the talk about it questions. I will say and match the characters and setting. I will. Number 3, write or match the lesson or moral of the story, what the characters learned. I will. Number 4, put the retelling pictures in the correct sequence or order. And I will. Number 5, write or match the sentences to each picture, saying what happened first, later, and last. So if you have a partner at home, make sure you're eye to eye and knee to knee, number 1. And number 2, if you're my partner as well, make sure you take turns. The first one person talks and the other person listens. So make sure that you listen to what I'm saying. And if you have a partner at home, listen to what they're saying. And when it's your turn, number 3, you will talk. Now, obviously, I can't hear you, but I want you to talk out loud and say it as best you can in a complete sentence or sentences. But don't talk too long, or we won't have enough time to fill in everything. So if you have a partner and after they've shared, make sure you say, I agree with you because, and say why, or I disagree with you because. Or if I'm your partner, you can say, I agree with you, Mrs. Pearson, and say why, because, or I disagree with you because. So here's our first major event in the story, Gloria, Who Might Be My Best Friend. And in the Journeys textbook, it's on pages 246 to 247. Look closely. Who is in the picture and what is going on? Think. So I'm going to ask you a question. How is Julian feeling in the picture and what does he see? How is Julian feeling in the picture and what does he see? So Julian feels because and he sees. So I want you to tell me what Julian feels and say why, and tell me what he sees. Julian feels because he sees. All right, so Julian feels lonely because his friend is playing with another friend and his parents are gone and there's no one else to play with in the neighborhood. And he sees a moving truck and some men unloading boxes. So it says, why doesn't Julian have any friends who are girls? Why doesn't Julian have any friends that are girls? He believes that, so tell me, he believes that people will tease him if he has friends that are girls. So he doesn't want to be teased. So he's timid about having a friend that is girl. Okay, here's our next major event in the story. Look who's in the picture. And if you were to look at your Journeys textbook, it's on pages 248 to 249. And the question is, what is Julian trying to do? And how does Gloria react when he falls over? So what is Julian trying to do? And how does Gloria react when he falls over? So say it in a complete sentence. Julian is trying to, and finish that thought. Julian is trying to, when he falls over, Gloria, so when he falls over, Gloria, all right, my turn. Julian's trying to do a cartwheel just like Gloria did. He was trying to copy her. And when he falls over, Gloria says, that's okay, it takes practice. How does Julian feel about Gloria afterwards and why? How does Julian feel about Gloria afterwards and why? So Julian feels about Gloria because, so say it in a complete sentence. Julian feels about Gloria because, so Julian feels good about Gloria and feels that she could be a good friend because she uses kind words and she doesn't make fun of him when he falls. So he's probably also feeling confident that Gloria could be his good friend because she uses kind words and encourages him and doesn't make fun of him. All right, number 3. Look who's in the picture in this major event. And if we were to reread it, it's on page 252 to 253. The question is, what wishes do Julian and Gloria both make at his house? Remember, they're making a kite and they're tying on a tail. And Gloria tells him, hey, if we write out our wishes and tie them to the tail, they will come true. So, what wishes do both Julian and Gloria make at his house? They both wish, so say it in a complete sentence. They both wish, all right, they both wish that they could be friends and that they could be friends for a long time. Number 2, what are they making in the picture and why are they making it? And I guess I already answered that question, so think back. What are they making in the picture and why are they making it? They are making because, so answer in a complete sentence. They are making because, so like I said earlier, they are making a kite with a tail because Gloria said, if we write our wishes and we tie a knot around our wishes with the tail and they are let loose, our wishes will come true. All right, here's the last major event of the story. If you were to reread pages 258 and 261, our talk about a question. What happens when the kite comes back down? What happens when the kite, we see the kite up here. What happens when the kite comes back down? When the kite comes back down, all the wishes are gone. See, we see the wishes here, but then the wind is tugging at it heavily, remember? And then it falls down and all the wishes are gone. Do you think Gloria and Julian will be good friends Why or why not? Do you think Gloria and Julian will be good friends? Why or why not? So you need to say, I think they will be good friends because, or I think they will not be good friends because. So I think they will be good friends because they've had a great start to their friendship by using encouraging words. They've played together, they've made a kite, they wrote down their wishes, and they both wished to be good friends. So they both want the same thing. And so I think they will be good friends because of that. All right, so here's our completed retell of Gloria, who might be my best friend. So up here it says the characters were, so who were the major characters in the story? The characters were, let's say an incomplete sentence, the characters were Julian and Gloria. The setting was where did the story mostly take place? The setting was the neighborhood and also Julian's house. The setting was the neighborhood and Julian's house. So what happened first and then later, next and last? Oh, I forgot, we're going to do the moral of the story at the end. So it says, in the end, Julian learned that boys and girls can be good friends. So we did the characters, the setting, and the lesson or the moral. So in the end, Julian learned that boys and girls can be good friends. All right, so here's the first picture, then later, and then next, and then last. So let's look at this picture again, and I'm going to show you the sentences that go with it, and the underlined words are our vocabulary words. First, Julian believed that he would be teased if he had a girl as a friend. He felt lonely as he watched men carrying boxes out of a moving van in his neighborhood. So first, Julian believed that he would be teased if he had a girl as a friend. He felt lonely as he watched men carrying boxes out of a moving van in his neighborhood. Remember, he was feeling lonely. Later, Gloria introduced herself to Julian. He decided to copy Gloria's cartwheel. When he fell, she did not laugh, but looked at him seriously and said, "It takes practice." So later, Gloria introduced herself to Julian. He decided to copy Gloria's cartwheel. When he fell, she did not laugh, but looked at him seriously and said, "It takes practice." So we can learn a lot from Gloria's words about who Gloria is and how she is on the inside, her character. So next, they played and had fun together. Julian told Gloria, "I wish you'd live here a long time." Gloria told him that the best way to make wishes was to make a kite and tie knots for its tail. So next, they played together and had fun, or they played and had fun together. Julian told Gloria, "I wish you'd live here a long time." Gloria told him that the best way to make wishes was to make a kite and tie knots for its tail. Last, they wrote and fastened their wishes onto each knot of the kite's tail. So last, they wrote and fastened their wishes onto each knot of the kite's tail. They flew the kite. Gloria said that their wishes would come true if the wind took them far away. So I'm going to reread this, read it with me. The characters were Julian and Gloria. The setting was the neighborhood. First, Julian believed that he would be teased if he had a girl as a friend. He felt lonely as he watched men carrying boxes out of a moving van in his neighborhood. Later, Gloria introduced herself to Julian. He decided to copy Gloria's cartwheel. When he fell, she did not laugh, but looked at him seriously and said, "It takes practice." Next, they played and had fun together. Julian told Gloria, "I wish you'd live here a long time." Gloria told him that the best way to make wishes was to make a kite and tie knots for its tail. Last, they wrote and fastened their wishes onto each knot of the kite's tail. They flew the kite. Whoops. They flew the kite. Gloria said that their wishes would come true if the wind took them far away. In the end, Julian learned that boys and girls can be good friends. So let's review and think about, reflect on our learning today. How did you do when you answered the talk about it questions with the 4 important events? 4, I could teach this lesson. I easily answered the questions with my partner and completed the Retell graphic organizer. 3, I was able to answer most of the questions with my partner and completed the Retell graphic organizer. 2, I was able to answer some of the questions and completed some of the graphic organizer. Or 1, I was not able to answer the questions and did not complete the graphic organizer. So how do you think you did today on a scale of 1 to 4? 4 being the best, 1 being I really didn't understand. All right. Thank you, boys and girls, for doing your best with me today. And I hope you had fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.